What if one simple food in your kitchen could do more for your blood flow than you ever imagined? As men get older, many notice changes in their erections and immediately start looking for pills or quick fixes. But what if one of the biggest factors isn't in your medicine cabinet, it's on your dinner plate? Doctors have long known that healthy erections depend on healthy blood vessels, and some foods contain natural compounds that may help support circulation by increasing nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen. In today's video, we'll reveal the food that many experts consider one of the best for supporting healthy blood flow naturally, explain what the science actually says, and show you how to include it in your daily diet. Make sure you stay until the end because we'll also discuss common mistakes that may be reducing your circulation without you even realizing it. Why erections depend on healthy blood flow. Many people think erections are controlled only by hormones or sexual desire, but the truth is, one of the most important factors is healthy blood flow. Here's how it works. When a man becomes sexually aroused, the brain sends signals through the nervous system to the blood vessels in the penis. These blood vessels release a natural molecule called nitric oxide, which tells the muscles in the artery walls to relax, and as the arteries widen, more blood flows into the erectile tissue. Tiny chambers inside the penis fill with blood, causing it to become firm. At the same time, veins that normally carry blood away are compressed, helping keep the blood inside until the erection naturally ends. In other words, a healthy erection depends on healthy arteries, healthy nerves, and good circulation. This is why doctors often say that erectile health is closely linked to heart health. The same blood vessels that carry blood to your heart also supply blood to the penis. If those vessels become narrowed or damaged, blood flow can be reduced. So why does circulation often become less efficient with age? As we get older, our blood vessels naturally lose some of their flexibility. Their inner lining, known as the endothelium, may not function as well as it once did. This can reduce the body's ability to produce nitric oxide, making it harder for arteries to relax and widen. In addition, common health conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, and smoking can damage blood vessels over time. These conditions may reduce blood flow throughout the body, including to the penis. This is one reason why erectile dysfunction becomes more common as men age. But it's important to remember that age alone isn't always the cause. In many cases, improving overall cardiovascular health can also support better circulation. That's why many doctors recommend focusing not only on medications, but also on daily habits, such as eating a heart-healthy diet, staying physically active, getting enough sleep, managing blood pressure and blood sugar, and avoiding tobacco. In the next section, we'll reveal one everyday food that researchers have studied for its potential to support healthy blood flow naturally, and what the science actually says about it. Part 2. The number one food that may support healthy erections naturally. Now, let's talk about the food that has attracted a great deal of attention from scientists, sports researchers, and heart health experts: beetroot. At first glance, beetroot may seem like an ordinary vegetable, but inside this deep red root are natural compounds called dietary nitrates, along with important nutrients like potassium, folate, vitamin C, manganese, and antioxidants. So why are these nutrients so interesting? When you eat beetroot, your body converts its natural nitrates into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a signaling molecule that helps relax and widen blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily throughout the body. That's why researchers have been studying foods that naturally support nitric oxide production. Several studies have shown that beetroot can help support healthy blood pressure and improve blood vessel function in some people. Athletes also use beetroot juice because it may improve circulation and help muscles receive oxygen more efficiently during exercise. But does that mean beetroot can cure erectile dysfunction? The answer is no. While better blood vessel function may support overall circulation, there is currently no strong scientific evidence proving that beetroot alone can treat or reverse erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction often has multiple causes. It may result from diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, nerve damage, hormonal changes, certain medications, anxiety, depression, or other underlying medical conditions. That's why eating beetroot should be viewed as one healthy lifestyle habit, not a replacement for proper medical care. Think of beetroot as one piece of a much bigger picture. Regular exercise, a heart-healthy diet, quality sleep, maintaining a healthy weight, avoiding smoking, controlling blood sugar and blood pressure, and managing stress all work together to support healthy circulation. If erectile problems are persistent or develop suddenly, it's important to speak with a healthcare professional to identify the underlying cause. In the next section, we'll look at what scientific research actually says about beetroot and blood flow and separate promising findings from exaggerated claims you may have seen online. What research says about beetroot and erectile health? Now that we know how beetroot may support healthy blood flow, let's look at what scientific research actually says. Over the past 2 decades, researchers have studied beetroot because it's one of the richest natural sources of dietary nitrates. These nitrates are converted by the body into nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving circulation. Several clinical studies have found that beetroot juice can support healthy blood pressure, improve blood vessel function, and increase nitric oxide levels in many people. These effects have also made beetroot popular among athletes who use it to support endurance and exercise performance by helping muscles receive oxygen more efficiently. So, does this mean beetroot can improve erections? The answer is not necessarily. Healthy blood flow is certainly an important part of achieving an erection. However, erections depend on much more than circulation alone. Hormones, nerve function, mental health, medications, sleep quality, and chronic conditions like diabetes or heart disease all play important roles. At this time, there is limited direct research showing that beetroot can treat erectile dysfunction. While the improvements in blood vessel function are encouraging, scientists have not confirmed that eating beetroot alone can reliably improve erections or replace standard medical treatments. In other words, the research is promising but not conclusive. This is why urologists and cardiovascular specialists generally recommend viewing beetroot as part of an overall healthy lifestyle rather than as a miracle food. Think of it this way. Eating beetroot while continuing to smoke, avoiding exercise, eating an unhealthy diet, and ignoring conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure is unlikely to produce meaningful improvements in sexual health. On the other hand, combining a balanced diet, regular physical activity, quality sleep, weight management, and proper medical care creates the best environment for healthy blood vessels and better overall circulation. The key takeaway is simple. Beetroot may help support healthy blood flow because of its natural nitrate content, but it is not a proven cure for erectile dysfunction. If erectile problems are persistent, sudden, or affecting your quality of life, it's important to consult a healthcare professional to identify the underlying cause and discuss appropriate treatment options. In the next section, we'll show you simple ways to include beetroot in your diet and other daily habits that may help support healthy circulation as you age. How to include beetroot in your diet. So, if beetroot may help support healthy blood flow, how can you add it to your daily routine? The good news is that beetroot is affordable, versatile, and easy to prepare. One of the simplest ways is to enjoy fresh, cooked beetroot as a side dish with lunch or dinner. Roasting or steaming beets helps preserve much of their nutritional value while bringing out their natural sweetness. Another popular option is beetroot salad. Simply combine sliced beets with leafy greens like spinach or arugula, add walnuts or almonds for healthy fats, and finish with a drizzle of olive oil and lemon juice. This creates a heart-healthy meal packed with fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Many people also enjoy beetroot juice. A small glass can be a convenient way to consume dietary nitrates. However, because beetroot naturally contains sugar, it's best to enjoy it in moderation and choose products without added sugar whenever possible. People with diabetes should discuss dietary changes with their healthcare provider or dietitian. Another easy idea is to blend cooked beetroot into a smoothie with berries, yogurt, and a banana. This can be a nutritious breakfast or post-workout snack that combines several heart-friendly ingredients. How often should you eat beetroot? There's no official recommendation that you must eat beetroot every day for sexual health. Instead of focusing on one superfood, aim to include a variety of colorful vegetables in your weekly diet. Eating beetroot 1 to 3 times per week as a part of a balanced eating pattern is a practical approach for most healthy adults. But remember, beetroot works best when it's part of a bigger picture. Pair it with other foods that support heart and blood vessel health, such as leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, berries rich in antioxidants, fatty fish such as salmon or sardines, which provide omega-3 fatty acids, nuts and seeds, including walnuts, almonds, and pumpkin seeds, whole grains like oats and brown rice, olive oil instead of highly processed fats. These foods work together to support healthy blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and promote good circulation throughout the body. It's also important to stay physically active, maintain a healthy weight, get enough sleep, and avoid smoking. These habits often have a much greater impact on blood flow than any single food alone. The key takeaway is simple. Beetroot can be a nutritious addition to a heart-healthy diet and may support healthy circulation because of its natural dietary nitrates. But lasting improvements in vascular and sexual health come from consistent, healthy lifestyle habits, not from one food by itself. Conclusion: healthy habits that make the biggest difference. Before we finish, let's bring everything together. If there's one message to remember from today's video, it's this. There's no single food, supplement, or shortcut that can guarantee better erections. Healthy sexual function is usually the result of taking care of your entire body. Start with the basics. Stay physically active by walking, cycling, swimming, or doing strength exercises several times per week. Regular movement helps keep your heart strong and your blood vessels healthy. Choose a balanced diet rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and healthy fats. Foods like beetroot can be part of that healthy eating pattern, but they work best alongside an overall heart-friendly lifestyle. Get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night whenever possible. Poor sleep can affect hormone levels, energy, mood, and blood circulation. If you smoke, consider quitting. Smoking damages blood vessels and is one of the leading lifestyle factors linked to erectile dysfunction. Limiting excessive alcohol intake can also support better overall health. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or heart disease, work with your healthcare provider to keep these conditions well controlled. Healthy blood vessels are essential for healthy erections. Most importantly, don't ignore persistent problems. If you've been experiencing erectile dysfunction for several weeks or months, if your erections suddenly become much weaker, or if you notice pain, blood in your urine or semen, or any other unusual symptoms, it's time to speak with your doctor or a qualified urologist. Remember, erectile dysfunction is sometimes an early warning sign of an underlying health condition, such as cardiovascular disease or diabetes. Seeking medical advice early can help identify treatable causes and improve both your overall health and your quality of life. Final takeaways. Let's quickly recap today's key points. 1. Healthy erections depend on healthy blood flow. 2. Beetroot contains natural dietary nitrates that may support nitric oxide production and healthy circulation.
3. Current research on beetroot and erectile health is promising, but it does not prove that beetroot can treat or cure erectile dysfunction. 4. Lasting improvements come from combining healthy eating with regular exercise, quality sleep, avoiding smoking, maintaining a healthy weight, and managing chronic medical conditions. And 5. Persistent erectile dysfunction should never be ignored. It deserves a proper medical evaluation to identify the underlying cause. Your health is one of your greatest investments. Small, consistent lifestyle changes made today can have a lasting impact on your heart, your circulation, and your overall well-being in the years ahead. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest evidence-based men's health videos. Thank you for watching, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.